Hey everyone, it's Joric. Welcome back. As you are planning your summer trips, I want to make sure that you are aware of more countries, more cities are instilling tourist taxes. It's just something as the world travels more and more people are getting out to see different parts of the world. It's just a way of life. So I want to go through some of the places that are pretty popular, and I want to make sure that you know what you're getting into. So when you're paying for accommodations or things of that nature, you might be paying a little more in tax. And let's get into it so you have some understanding of where I'm talking about. So for example, Greece, it's €8 per night. That is the tourist fee. That is from April to October, and then it drops to €2 outside of those months. So they're really capturing the high tourist season. Specifically, Santorini and Mykonos, they've now gone to €20 per night because they really want to be able to capture. Those are popular destinations, and if people are going, just know that you're going to be paying a higher fee to be able to stay in one of those two islands. Venice, it's €5 a day. It's been that way for a while. The peak seasons are April, May, June, and July. And from that, if you're entering the city between 8:30 and 4:30 p.m., again, between April through July, expect to pay that $5 tourist tax. If you're staying on Venice, I believe you just have to pay it for the first day and then they waive it for the rest of the trip. That was our experience last year. Scotland, they're issuing a 5% levy on accommodation costs. I do want to note that this is starting in 2026, so this is not for 2025, but something to think about down the road. And it's looking, though, that bookings made after October 1st. So although the government says it won't start till 2026, bookings after October 1st, 2025, they're looking to add this levy. So just to make sure that you're aware, you're going to be paying a little bit more. In Portugal, $2 a day. It applies to 13 major cities. Most of the major cities that you're going to go to, this is going to be the €2 per day that are going to be added in. Just is what it is on that end. The Netherlands, if you're going to be heading up to Amsterdam, it is a top destination, probably top 10 worldwide for visitors. It's 12.5% of your overnight stay. That's what the tourist tax is. So just want to make sure that you are aware of that when you're booking in Amsterdam. If you're staying there, you got this 12.5% of an overnight stay that's going to be tacked on as a tax. In France, depending on where you're at, it can be up to €11.38 per night. Now again, that does depend often where you're staying in France, but that can add up over time. So I want to make sure that you're aware of that for sure. And then lastly, we're going to go over to Asia, to Thailand. There's 300 bahts because Europe has been so successful with tourist tax. Thailand's doing it, and they're going to introduce it's going to be about 6 or 7 euros per night, which is about $7.50 to $8 US per night. For tourists that are going to be arriving in summertime, that's going to be the tax that they're going to be adding on for your accommodations. So just make sure that you're aware of that. So as you're traveling abroad, get used to tourist taxes. It's just a way of life. It's something that hasn't always been the case, but as more places become more popular, it doesn't necessarily deter tourism and it doesn't really help with over-tourism, but it does make sure that those places that do get extra or overpopulated with tourists in the summertime especially, they're making more money because of that. So hope you get this information. Please, as always, comment below if you have other places that have taxes. I'd love to hear about it. As always, thank you so much for watching and enjoy your travels.